Now on Channel 5 at 11 and weeknights at 7. Only on Channel 5.
Somebody pinch me.
Bonjour.
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 Honey, ask where we can find those famous flambéed tarts.
Où peut-on danser avec les tartues flambées?
And what time does the museum open?
À quelle heure? Porte la fusée. I forgot the map. I'll be right back. Pardon.
Oh, wait.
Those earrings are gorgeous.
Oh, don't tell him. It'll kill him.
You don't have to speak French to visit the French provinces. Just call for our free 1992 France Discovery Guide, Alsace brochure, and your own toll-free assistance hotline card. And don't forget the American Express card, the official card of tourism in France.
It is one of the most rigorously tested fluids on Earth, relentlessly measured for maximum protection against the friction, the heat and stress of today's engines. It is today's Quaker State. The Big Q is One Tough Motor Oil.
Sky fits heaven, so ride it. Child fits mother, so hold your baby tight. Lips fit mouth, so kiss them. And the face they adorn reminds you of someone you once knew, some hot night long ago. Familiar as these blue jeans that fit like a glove, like an old lover coming back for more. Curved into the shape of your thigh like they were custom made to do just that.
And now some top stories making news around the world tonight. In just a few hours, voters in Great Britain will be going to the polls to select a new government. Prime Minister John Major did some final campaigning today and says he is stone cold certain his Conservative Party will win. But Neil Kinnock, the leader of the opposition Labour Party, says he's also confident his party will be victorious. But voters may prove both men wrong. Experts are predicting the winner may fall short of an absolute majority, and that could lead to a coalition government. In France, Canadian Prime Minister Brian Mulroney met with French President Francois Mitterrand tonight in Paris. The leaders are meeting for discussions on the Group of 7 industrialized nations, the European Community, and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. During his visit, Mulroney will participate in the 75th anniversary of Vimy Ridge by troops of the Canadian Corps in the 1914-17 World War I. Canadian troops suffered more than 10,000 casualties during a battle to dislodge German troops from that ridge. In Iraq, members of a United Nations nuclear inspection team say they've been promised full cooperation from the government of Saddam Hussein. Within the next few days, the team plans to supervise demolition of a facility at the core of Iraq's atomic weapons program. The leader of that inspection team says that when he is satisfied that Hussein's weapons of mass destruction have been eliminated, he will recommend an easing of the sanctions against Iraq. However, Iraq may be involved in a new conflict with the UN on another front. There are reports that Iraq has moved missile batteries into a Kurdish region north of the 36th parallel, despite orders from the UN to cease all military operations in that area. Jen?
In Peru, President Alberto Fujimori called upon the public to support what he calls a movement against terrorism and corruption. Fujimori went to a crime-ridden area in the capital city of Lima and invited passerbys to join him on an impromptu march. The move comes in the wake of a guerrilla-style attack in the working-class district of Lima. Government forces claim they have confiscated weapons, munitions, and explosives from the headquarters of an opposition party. In western Japan, at least 20 people were injured in a chain reaction crash involving 2 trains, a big rig, and a car. A night passenger train from Tokyo to Nagasaki hit a big rig that had landed on the tracks following a collision with an automobile. The train's engine and 3 cars derailed. Then another passenger train hit the derailed cars. Officials say it was a miracle that no one was killed in the accident. Here at home, Democratic frontrunner Bill Clinton is trying to capitalize on his victories in 4 states last night. The Arkansas governor traveled to Illinois today to meet with striking union workers and management at the Caterpillar heavy equipment plant. Analysts say the visit gives Clinton the chance to show voters he can tackle difficult political situations, and it shores up his image with labor. Jerry Brown, meantime, told supporters he has to do a better job if he's going to win the Democratic nomination. Brown finished 3rd in New York last night behind former candidate Paul Tsongas.
Israeli officials announced today they finally accepted the fact that Nazi Dr. Joseph Mengele is dead. Israel had already acknowledged that remains found in Brazil in 1985 were those of Mengele. However, it requested special genetic tests to remove even the slightest doubt about the identity of the corpse. Mengele was known as the Angel of Death for sending tens of thousands of people to the gas chambers at Auschwitz during the Second World War.
Listen to this. Depend products with Absorblock Plus are truly making a difference. Dear June.
When the local daycare asked for help, I thought, I can do this. But June, it wouldn't have been possible without Depend.
And double-layered Absorblock Plus makes this our best protection yet. The top layer absorbs, the quilted layer locks liquid away.
I knew I could give something to those kids, but I couldn't believe how much they gave me.
Get back into life.
It's Sunday, and you have stuff to do around the house. So you go to Home Club to get a few things, but something seems different. They still have everything you need. They still have friendly salespeople and great low prices. But something's definitely changed. And then it hits you. They never used to give out balloons. Home Club is now home base. It's that simple.
Win a $10,000 home base shopping spree or get up to a 50% discount in the home base scratch and win sweepstakes.
Ma'am, your amusement park is one of the few businesses that doesn't advertise in the GTE everything pages. Why is that?
Well, I love these rides, but I hate waiting in line. If I advertised in the book people actually use, there'd be huge lines crisscrossing every square inch of this park. This way, there are no lines ever. We can ride all we want. One more time.
Businesses that want to be successful advertise in the GTE everything pages. Those that don't.
Uncommon beauty lives a separate existence, untouched by the ordinary.
The mysteries of beauty can never be understood by the crowd.
As if embraced by the gods, this place inspires rapture.
On this incredible bluff, on this faraway shore, is perfection, and its name is Princeville. It is the home of the Prince, which Golf Digest calls Hawaii's best golf course.
Princeville Resort, magnificent by nature.
In our Wall Street report tonight, falling stock prices are having a domino effect around the world. In Tokyo, the Nikkei average dropped by 3.5% today, following an identical loss yesterday. Share prices in Tokyo are now at a 6-year low. Yesterday's loss helped to trigger a wave of selling here in the United States, and that in turn pushed the stock on the Tokyo Exchange even lower. Well, let's take a look at Wall Street for today. After the big loss yesterday of just more than 60 points, the Dow Jones Industrials today dropped another 32.20. That's 3% of the entire value of the stock market in just 2 days. Very heavy trading, almost 250 million shares change hands. Gold down 80 cents, silver was up a penny. The price of a barrel of crude rose 39 cents today to close at $20.62 a barrel. Let's go to Jan with tonight's Hollywood Report.
Okay, I think you know a little bit about tonight's Hollywood Report. Tonight's Hollywood Report is very special to all of us here at KTLA Channel 5 because today our very own Hal Fishman was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Stan Chambers speaks for all of us in offering the warmest congratulations and has this report on today's ceremony.
Hal Fishman was joined by a host of friends today at his Walk of Fame ceremony near Sunset and Vine. The honorary mayor of Hollywood, Johnny Grant, said today was proclaimed Hal Fishman Day.
Today we honor a man who has been a bright star on Los Angeles television for 32 years. Yes, today. All right. Yes, today, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame goes to the flying professor, Hal Fishman.
His longtime friend, Bill Welch, president of the Hollywood Chamber.
We honor a personal friend of mine, somebody I've known since the early days of his career. And with the wonderful rapport he has developed with the television audience of Southern California, it certainly is about time that we put his star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Supervisor Mike Antonovich, a former